Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is a horror movie review and I'll be having a look at the movie The Invoking, also known as SADER. Now I say horror movie review, this film really isn't a horror by any stretch of the imagination, but it wants to fool you into thinking that it is, having an like The Invoking, and certain DVD covers actually make it look a lot like the film The Conjuring, whilst in reality this is a very low budget indie flick, which is more akin to a thriller, and even that is a stretch in the other kind of using that word, because there's really nothing thrilling about this movie whatsoever. The basic story here is a group of 4 friends are travelling to a kind of a remote area, kind of in the forest somewhere, where one of the kind of the female members of the cast, I think the character's name is Sam, has inherited a kind of old house from an estranged aunt that she kind of has no real memory of. And we get to this house and they're kind of met by a local man who we assume is some kind of groundskeeper or something along the lines of that. And it turns out the character Sam may have kind of more of a connection to this particular house than she initially suspected or can actually remember. And then basically we have the majority of the film. It's a relatively short film, but we kind of have a good hour of these kind of people sort of bickering and kind of wandering around the forest in this house, and the story not really going anywhere. And as I say, it turns out that there is kind of a little bit more sort of going on here than we first thought, but we really don't care at this point. There's hints of kind of supernatural sort of things going on, and this kind of guy who's met them may have more going on than he sort of first let on as well. But to be honest, this film is such a boring film. You really won't care when we get to the last 20 minutes when stuff actually starts to happen, and you would have been switched off. Not to kind of add to the issue that the acting is so incredibly bad here. It doesn't help that kind of the dialogue is very clunky, but the delivery of it is absolutely atrocious as well. There's nothing really I can say that's going to recommend this movie at all. I mean, it's not a particularly original film. It is obviously a low budget film, so there's only so much that they can do. And I do try and sort of give some leeway to very kind of low budget films in the fact that I understand obviously the limitations that are kind of put upon them. Nevertheless, as a piece of entertainment, if you were to rent this movie or to buy this movie, I feel you'd be disappointed because not a lot happens in it, and as I say, the characters aren't engaging. You're kind of taken out of it by kind of poor acting, and quite frankly, it's a kind of disappointment all around. I struggle to kind of really have any kind of recommendation for this film whatsoever. So I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.